Hi folks, and welcome back to another edition of Outdoor Zombies. In this edition I will be doing a quick unboxing and review of the Trangia Cookset and Stove Kit. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we go. So let's just open up the package. Now, I will say that I am going to do a quick boil test with this inside under perfect conditions. And part 2 of this review will be I will do a boil test in real conditions. Let's pop this open. Now, the thing I have to say about this, I've already had it open, by the way. This lid is on here really well. You don't have to worry about, it popping off on you. That said, it's a little bit of a hassle to open it, but, it's the price you pay. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look inside. It comes with a little bit of information. Instructions. Let's put that off to the side. And here we go. Here's the stove. Here's the pot holder. And your pot. I'm just going to put the pot and the lid off to the side for a moment. Oopsies. Okay, so this is it. First off, the wind guard. Let me say, what can I say about the wind guard? It's strong. I mean, it's not cheaply made. And by the way, this is made in Sweden. So there's your windscreen. And then we have the stove. Now, something that you need to be aware of. There's two parts to the lid. They actually fit inside of each other like that. This part of the lid here is for putting out your flame, and you also have a little bit of a regulator to control the level of the flame. You want to make sure that you don't use this at all on hot stove. And the reason for that is, as you can see, there's this rubber gasket inside here. And what that does, of course, is that you can leave fuel in the stove. Anything unburnt, you can leave in the stove. And the rubber gasket will prevent it from leaking. But if you make the mistake of throwing this on a hot stove, you may damage the rubber gasket and thus compromise the seal. Now, this is an alcohol stove. It burns methyl alcohol, also known as methyl hydrate, methanol. You can use stuff called heat. You can even use rubbing alcohol, which is, you're starting to go down on the quality of the fuel when you start using that stuff. It, I mean, you can see a lot of YouTube videos for people making your pop can alcohol stoves, and this works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually significantly lighter than this. The whole kit, including the pot and the cover and the pot holder, weighs 330 grams. This itself, good question. Let's see how much this weighs. And 110 grams. Let's see how much this windscreen is going to cost you in weight. 51 grams. You could get away with tin foil. Might not be as good, but you can get rid of this if you wanted to. and just use tin foil as your windscreen. I'm not going to. I like this. This is well built. Okay. And actually, since we're at it, let's weigh the pot. We can kind of figure it out after that. I mean, basically the whole thing weighs 330 grams. So the pot itself is 91 grams, and with the lid on top, 165 grams. So I'm going to boil 2 cups of water, and we'll see how long that takes. First off, this pot is 0.8 liters, and it also comes with this top, which can be used, you know, if you wanted to use fry up something small. Of course, you want to make sure you take off. It comes with this plastic protector for the non-stick stuff. Keep this, and when you're done, put it back in. I have some vegetable oil that I spread on there, as you can see, and it recommends that you do that. That's what I've done. But for this test, I'm not going to use the lid to cover the water as it boils. Something else to consider. So let me get everything set up, and we'll come back and test the boiling time. Okay, so we're almost ready to go. I thought I'd take a measurement of the water just to see, you know, what we're starting at, and it's about 15 degrees Celsius or 62 Fahrenheit approximately. Now I'm getting into the wintry season here up in Canada, so the water temperature is going to be that I'll start with outside in a real world conditions. Obviously, it's going to be significantly lower. You know, you're probably going to be looking at, you know, water temperatures around, you know, it depends on what time of year, but I don't know, 5 degrees Celsius. So the stove's going to have to work a little bit harder, aside from the fact that it's going to be outside and it's going to be windy, more than likely. I do have an additional, now this doesn't come with stove, an additional windscreen that I will probably use outside, just a piece of metal. Got some Velcro holding it together, and that I'll use for wrapping around the stove, just to give it a little bit more protection from the wind. Okay, let's light the stove, and I'm going to start the timer as soon as I put the water on. But I'm going to be a little bit fair to the stove and let it warm up a minute or two. It's still not, we're not getting the jet effect yet or anything like that, so it does have to come up in temperature. Okay, so putting the water on the stove and starting the timer. Now, I'm not going to let the hot water go to waste, of course, because I have my tea bag ready to go and my mug. So, no wasted water here, folks. Okay, so it's 7 minutes 30 seconds. We have a rolling boil. And remember, of course, this is under perfect conditions, no wind. Water temperature that started at around 15 degrees Celsius. But in any case, let me take advantage of this boiling water, and let's stop to watch, move them out of sight. So we'll see. Tea out of the way, and you basically just take this is your flame killer, and we just toss it on top. That's it. So the next part of this test, of course, will have to continue out of doors next time I'm out camping or if I go on a day hike, I'll take the camera, I'll take the stove, and boil up the same amount of water. We'll even take a temperature reading of the water, 2 cups, and see how this fares outside. Thank you very much for watching, and I'd really appreciate if you subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, if you like the content, and share so we can share this video around and see if anyone else can benefit from it. But in any case, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day.